Let me guess. Someone told you to just max out your 401k and you sat there nodding like you understood what that meant, but on the inside you were thinking, with what money exactly? Yeah, I've been there. Here's the thing nobody tells you about retirement. It's not a single event. It's not a date on a calendar. It's not some magical morning where you wake up at 65, stretch your arms, and suddenly you're sipping lemonade on a porch in Florida. Retirement is a journey, and that journey has 7 very distinct stages. Most people only make it through 3 of them, and today I'm going to walk you through all 7, including the one stage where money actually starts working harder than you do, the one where most people quietly give up without even realizing it, and the final stage that has nothing to do with money at all. Whether you're 22 and just got your first real job paycheck, or you're 45 and wondering where the last 20 years went, this framework applies to you. These aren't age stages, these are wealth stages. You can be 55 and still stuck in stage 1, and you can be 35 and already in stage 5. It all depends on the decisions you make and whether you're even aware you're playing this game. Let's get into it. Stage 1, survival mode. This is the I'm not broke, I just have a spending problem stage. Or sometimes, honestly, the I am actually broke stage. Here's what this looks like in real life. Your income comes in, your expenses eat it, your bank account sits somewhere between technically above 0 and okay, that's terrifying. And retirement? Retirement is future you's problem. You're not thinking about a 401k, you're thinking about whether you can afford groceries and still make rent. Those are 2 very different mental spaces. And listen, I'm not here to judge you if you're in stage 1 right now. Millions of Americans are in stage 1. The median American household is basically living paycheck to paycheck. This isn't a moral failing, but it is a financial reality that needs to be faced head on. The dangerous part of stage 1 isn't the tight finances, it's the mindset that comes with it. When you're just trying to survive, your brain doesn't have bandwidth for long-term planning. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It's called scarcity mindset. When you're focused on not drowning, you can't think about swimming faster. But here's what I want you to hear. If you're in stage 1, you are not behind. You are at the beginning. And the fact that you're watching a video means you're already more self-aware than most people who are stuck here for decades. The goal of stage 1 is simple: survive and start seeing clearly. That's it. You're not building wealth here, you're building awareness. Stage 2, stability stage, the breathing room stage. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You're not drowning anymore, you've got your bills handled, maybe you've even got a little emergency fund started, a month of expenses saved up, maybe 2 or 3 if you've been disciplined. Your Netflix subscription doesn't give you anxiety anymore. But here's the thing, this stage is deceptively comfortable because now your brain is doing something really sneaky. It's saying, hey, you're fine, you made it, you're not stressed, maybe go get that new couch. Don't get the couch. Stage 2 is where financial awareness begins. This is where, for the first time, you actually start asking the question, wait, should I be doing something for retirement? The answer is yes. The answer is always yes. Even if you can only put in $50 a month, you start. Because stage 2 is not the finish line, it's the starting block. The shift that has to happen here is this. You move from reacting to your finances to planning them. Bills used to run you. Now you run the bills. That mental flip, that's worth more than any single financial decision you'll make in stage 2. Stage 3, the accumulation phase. This is the big one, people. This is where the majority of working Americans spend the majority of their working lives. You've got a job, you've got a 401k, maybe a pension if you're lucky, shout out to the teachers and firefighters. You're contributing regularly, you're watching your balance grow. Life is pretty good. But here's the catch, you're still completely dependent on your job. This is the I'm planting seeds, but I still need my paycheck to eat stage. And that's fine. Accumulation is not bad. Accumulation is literally how wealth gets built. The problem is when people think stage 3 is the destination. When they think, I'm contributing to my 401k, I'm good. Because stage 3 is where something very dangerous can happen, and it's called lifestyle creep. You get a raise. Nice. But instead of investing that raise, you upgrade your car. Then you move into a bigger apartment. Then you're eating out 4 nights a week instead of 2. And suddenly, you're making twice what you made 5 years ago, and you're still just stuck. This is the hidden trap of stage 3. You feel like you're winning because your paycheck got bigger, but your nest egg, your path to retirement, it hasn't moved. Most people never escape stage 3, not because they don't earn enough, but because every time they earn more, they spend more, and they stay stuck in this perpetual accumulation loop until one day they're 62 and wondering where all the money went. I'll talk more about this later, but for now, just know that stage 3 is both the most important stage and the most dangerous one. The key mindset here, you are building something. Don't blow it on upgrades you don't need. Stage 4, acceleration stage. Now things get genuinely interesting. This is the stage where you've been contributing for years, maybe a decade or more, and something magical starts to happen. Your investment growth starts to outpace your contributions. Your money is making more money than you are. Here's what this looks like in real numbers. Let's say you've been investing consistently and you've got $300,000 in your portfolio. A reasonable average market return of around 8%, that's $24,000 a year your money just made, on its own, while you were sleeping, while you were stuck in traffic, while you were watching that game. That $24,000 a year, that's more than some people make at their actual jobs. This is the turning point. This is the moment where your money officially starts working harder than you do. And let me tell you, the gap between stage 3 and stage 4 is the biggest mental shift in this entire framework. Because in stage 3, you're dependent on your income. In stage 4, you start seeing that income as optional fuel. Still nice, still helpful, but no longer the only engine running. Your net worth starts rising faster than your salary. You start checking your investment accounts with excitement instead of anxiety. Stage 4 is when retirement stops being a distant dream and starts looking like a real destination. The key to getting here? Don't inflate your lifestyle every time you level up. Keep reinvesting consistently. Let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Stage 5, financial independence, also known as the "I could retire, but I might not" stage. This is the one everybody talks about. The FIRE movement people obsess over this stage, and for good reason. At stage 5, your passive income, dividends, rental income, investment withdrawals, whatever streams you've built can cover your basic living expenses. You don't need a paycheck anymore. Work becomes optional. Not "I'm going to quit tomorrow" optional, but genuinely, deeply, structurally optional. Think about what that means for a second. You walk into work on a Monday morning and the difference between you and your coworker isn't just your net worth, it's your entire relationship with that building. You're choosing to be there. They have to be there. That power shift is massive, and it changes everything. How you handle difficult bosses, how you negotiate your salary, how you make career decisions. When you don't need the job, you have leverage, real leverage. Now, here's something the retirement literature often glosses over. A lot of people in stage 5 actually choose to keep working, but they work on their terms. They might go part-time, they might pivot to something they actually love, they might finally start that business they've been putting off for 15 years. Stage 5 isn't about stopping, it's about choosing. You control your time, not your employer. That's the whole game right there. Stage 6, distribution phase. This is what most people think retirement is. The postcard image. Retired, no job, living off savings. You've crossed over. You're now withdrawing from your nest egg instead of building it. And here's where a whole new set of challenges shows up, because the financial game completely changes. During accumulation, the goal is growth. During distribution, the goal is sustainability. You're not trying to get rich anymore. You're trying to not run out of money. That sounds simple, but it's actually one of the most technically complex financial challenges people face. Because now you've got to think about what happens if the market crashes right when you retire. You've got to think about withdrawal rate. Are you taking out 3%, 4%? And how long does your money actually last? You've got to think about healthcare costs, which can be brutal in America if you retire before Medicare kicks in at 65. And you've got to think about tax efficiency, because how you withdraw from your accounts matters almost as much as how much you saved. The big mindset shift in stage 6, you move from offense to defense. You're not playing to win anymore, you're playing to not lose. Managing risk becomes the most important skill in your financial toolkit. And honestly, this is the stage where a good financial advisor actually earns their fee. Not in stage 3, when you just need to invest in index funds. In stage 6, when the decisions get complicated and the margin for error gets smaller. The new goal isn't making more money. It's making sure the money you have lasts. Stage 7, legacy stage. And we've arrived. This is the stage where wealth is no longer about you. I know that sounds like something you'd needlepoint on a throw pillow, but stay with me, because this is the stage most financial content never reaches. Everyone's selling you on stage 5. Nobody talks about what happens when you've won the financial game and you start asking, okay, now what? Stage 7 is where you think in generations, not years. It's estate planning and inheritance. It's giving to causes that matter to you. It's supporting family members who are back in stage 1 or stage 2. It's building something that outlasts you. And here's the beautiful irony of this whole journey. Money starts out as a survival tool in stage 1, just keeping the lights on, paying rent, not going hungry. And it ends in stage 7 as an impact tool, a way to shape the world, support the people you love, and leave something behind. The same dollar, completely different meaning. That's not just financial growth, that's personal growth. Okay, let's talk about the hard stuff. Most people never make it past stage 3, full stop. And it's not because they don't earn enough money. Americans, on average, are earning more in real dollars than any previous generation. It's because of lifestyle inflation. The trap goes like this. You get a raise, and instead of investing it, you upgrade your life. New car, bigger house, better vacations, nicer restaurants, and before you know it, your expenses grew right along with your income, and you're in a higher tax bracket and no closer to retirement than you were 5 years ago. Here's the painful math. 2 people both earn $80,000 a year. Person A invests 15% of their income and keeps their lifestyle modest. Person B gets promoted to $120,000 and immediately upgrades their car, their apartment, and their wardrobe. 10 years later, Person A has a growing portfolio. Person B has a nicer car that's worth half what they paid for it. The enemy of retirement is not low income. The enemy of retirement is unconscious spending. And another fact nobody in personal finance wants to say out loud: the system is not designed for you to win. Advertisers want you in stage 1 forever. Credit card companies love stage 2. Your employer is perfectly happy if you never leave stage 3. Every upgrade, every subscription, every "you deserve this" message is engineered to keep you dependent on that paycheck. But now you know the stages, you know the traps, you know what the real finish line actually looks like. And knowledge, when you actually act on it, is the only unfair advantage regular people have. The real goal, the thing we're all actually chasing, isn't retirement in the traditional sense. It's not a gold watch and a cake in the break room. The real goal is this: moving from dependence on income to control over your time. That's it. That's the whole framework in one sentence.
Right now, most of us trade our time for money. Every single day. We show up because we have to, because the bills exist whether we work or not. The 7 stages are your roadmap away from that dependency. Now, I want you to be honest with yourself. Which stage are you in right now? Not where you wish you were, not where you tell people you are at dinner parties. Where are you actually? Because awareness is step 1. And if you're watching this video, you're already more aware than you were 20 minutes ago. That matters. If this video helped you see your financial life differently, give it a like. Subscribe if you're new. I drop videos every week that prepare you for a great retirement. I'm Maddie. I'll see you in the next one.